Imagine this scenario. It's 2 a.m. You're staring at your phone, scrolling back to a text from 3 months ago or 3 days ago. Your chest feels heavy, and there's this physical ache that tells you that the only thing that's going to take this pain away is hearing from him. Maybe you told some of your friends that you miss him so much. Today, I want to challenge you, and I say this with so much love, that you don't actually miss him, not the real him. What you're experiencing right now is a psychological phantom limb. Your brain is actually playing a trick on you. There is a hidden anxious attachment script running in the background of your mind, and it's lying to you about what you need to feel okay again after this relationship ended. And in the next few minutes of this video, we're going to expose this script. I'm going to share with you why your heart feels like it's breaking in a way that doesn't make sense, and how you can finally stop the missing and start the healing. First, we have to talk about the biology of your heartbreak. If you have an anxious attachment style, most likely your relationship felt like a roller coaster. One day he was all in, and the next he was distant. In psychology, this is called intermittent reinforcement. It is the exact same mechanism used in slot machines to keep people gambling. When he was hot, your brain flooded with dopamine. When he went cold, you went into a crash. What you need to know is that you're not weak for missing him. You're experiencing a chemical withdrawal. You aren't missing a soulmate. You're missing the relief that came when he finally validated you after a period of silence. That high that you felt when he finally texted you back, that wasn't love. That was your nervous system coming out of a state of high alert. So you're not mourning a person. You're craving a drug that stops the panic you're feeling right now. Now let's go a bit deeper. Why does it feel like you can't even breathe without him? It's because of a hidden belief most anxious attachers carry without even realizing it. It's called the source myth. The belief is this: he is the only person who makes me feel safe, seen, or chosen. When you have an anxious attachment style, you subconsciously designate your partner as the source of your worth. So if he's gone, your brain tells you that your value has left the building with him. But I want you to look at the reality of what the relationship was like. Was he actually making you feel safe? Or were you spending 90% of the time wondering where you stood in the relationship? So the way you're feeling right now is that you are mourning a fantasy bond. You aren't missing the man who ignored your needs or made you feel like you were too much. You are missing the version of him that you created in your head, the one you hoped he would eventually become. So you are in love with his potential, not his pattern. So to be able to change from anxious to secure, we need to change this narrative. Secure women don't miss the one because they know there is no such thing as the one who makes them feel unworthy. So let's take a look at how an anxious mind speaks versus how a secure mind speaks. The anxious mind says something like this: I'll never find a connection like this intense again. The secure reality says that connection felt intense because it was unstable. Intensity is not the same as intimacy. An anxious mind says, if I could just explain it to him one more time, he'll change. The secure reality says, my value isn't a bargaining chip. I shouldn't have to convince someone to see my worth. So here's your homework if you're willing to do one. I want you to grab a piece of paper and make an evidence list. Write down 5 times he made you feel anxious, ignored, or small. And when that feeling of missing him hits you tonight, don't look at the photos of the two of you smiling. Look at this list that you've just created. Remind your brain of the truth, of the reality of the relationship, not the highlight reel. Remember, moving on isn't about forgetting him. It's about remembering who you truly are. When that wave of longing hits, I want you to stop. Don't reach to your phone. Don't check his Instagram. Breathe and say out loud to yourself, I am feeling an anxious activation moment. This is an old program, not current truth. You are learning to be your own safe base. Every time you choose not to chase him, you are rewiring your brain for earned security. You're teaching your nervous system that you are safe even when you are alone. The pain that you're feeling right now is just the energy of your love with nowhere to go. Don't throw that love down a well that has gone dry. Turn it back to yourself because you are the only person who can heal the wound he left. If you're ready to stop being the anxious one and start being the secure one, click the link in the description below to see if we are a good fit to work together. Let me know in the comments if you find this useful. Take care of yourself, and I'll catch you up in our next video. Bye for now.